Good morning to all of you. I hope you are healthy and safe at your home. This is the class 9 subject social science and today we are going to discuss chapter number first of civics. And the topic name is what is democracy? Why is democracy? This is the lecture third. Student, in previous lecture we have discussed about the meaning and definitions of democracy and features of democracy, and in a democratic system major decision by elected leader. Second, free and fair electoral competition. One person, one vote, and one value. And fourth is rule of law and respect for rights. And we must follow rule and regulation of the democratic system. So, student, let's start. And today we are going to cover some topic. And firstly, we will discuss about argument against democracy. Student, there are some negative impact and some positive impact of democracy system. So firstly we will discuss about demerits of democratic system, and after that we will discuss about merit of democracy and arguments for democracy, and after that we will discuss about broader meaning of democracy, and fourth, after that we will solve some question. That question I have assigned in previous lecture. So student, let's start. Firstly, we will discuss about argument against democracy. First topic is argument against democracy means in a democracy system there are some demerits and some merits. So firstly we will discuss about the demerits of democracy means negative impact of democracy system. First demerit is leaders keep changing in democracy. This leads to political instability. Means in a democracy system, election are held after 5 years, and after 5 years, leaders and political party may be changed. So due to changing in ruling party and changing in position of leader, it leads to political instability. And second, democracy is all about political competition and power play. There is a no scope morality. Means in a democratic system, every candidate means those who contest election, and every candidate they want to get some power in the government, and they think about their only on position. And morality means morality is the standard of society used to decide what is good for the society, what is bad for the society. But in democracy, all political leaders they think about their own benefit. They do not think about the social welfare. So we can say that in democracy there is a no scope of morality. And third is, so many people have to be consulted in a democracy that delay in decision making. Student, in a democracy system, many people involving in decision making, and in democracy system based on consultation and discussion, and many people involved in decision making, so they take lots of time to take any decision. So in a democracy system that delay in any decision making, because it based on consultation and discussion. And fourth, elected leader do not know the best interest of the people. It leads to bad decision. Elected leader means candidate and the ruling party. They do not know what is good for the society, what is best interest of the people. They think about their own welfare. They do not think about the social welfare, and they do not think about the social benefit. At some time they take a bad decision, because they also want to get a good position in the government, and they think about their own benefit. So sometime it leads to bad decision. Next point is democracy leads to corruption, for it is based on electoral competition. Because in a democracy system, every candidate they want to get position, and they want to get position in the ruling party, in the formation of the government. And sometimes many political party use money power and muscles power to come to power. So and so by this it leads to corruption in a democracy system. And six, ordinary people don't know what is good for them and they should not decide anything. Ordinary people means in most of the developing countries, voters are, most of the common people and voters are illiterate and political unconscious. And so they elect a wrong candidate because they should not decide anything. They should not decide anything. So sometimes they do not know what is good for them, what is good for their social welfare, so they elect their wrong candidate. So by these feature we can say that democracy, they have some demerit. First, it delays in decision making, it's lead corruption, and ordinary people don't know what is good for the society, and many people involving in decision making, so delay in decision making. And democracy, it does on a political competition and power play. There is a no scope of morality. So these are some demerits of democracy system. And next we will discuss, next topic is arguments for democracy. Mean there are some positive impact of democracy system, and we will discuss about merit of democracy. Firstly, we will discuss about condition of China at the time of 1958 and 61. Due to drought in China, famine occurred in the year of 1958 and 1961. And in China famine, 3 crore people died. And but during the same period in India and China, the economic condition was similar. But India did not have any famine due to different government policies, India and China, because in India we have multi-party system, but in China only single party always form the government, Chinese Communist Party. So if in China too had multi-party elections and opposition party and press free media to criticize the government, then so many people may not have died in the famine. So it is only happened due to the different government policies in India and China, because China have only one party, Chinese Communist Party, and there is a no independent judiciary, there is a no press, there is a no free media. They point out the policies of the government of China. So it has happened in China only due to the different government policy. But in our country, India is a diverse country, and India have different political parties. So they discuss about the problems of the country, and India has a different opposition party, and they discuss about the food scarcity. And in our country we have independent judiciary and we have independent media, so it not happen in our country. First merit of democracy, a democratic government is a better government because it is a more accountable form of government, because it represents the needs of the people. And democracy required that the rulers have to attend to the needs of the people, because every 5 year elections are held on the basis of free and fair, and people elected their representative, and it is a duty of the government and people elected their representative, and representative people, they work according to the wishes of the people. So in a democratic system, require that the rulers have to attend the needs, to attend the wishes of the people, they work according to the wishes of the people, because in a democratic government is more answerable and more accountable form of government, and they work according to the wishes of the people. Next, democracy improves the quality of decision making, because democracy is based on consultation and discussion, which reduce the possibility of mistakes. You know, in democracy system, democracy is based on consultation and discussion, and many people involving in decision making. When a number of people put their heads together and they are able to find out any possible mistake in any decision, so they point out all mistake, so it reduce the possibility of a mistake. And it is possible in a democratic system because many people involved in decision making, so it reduce the possibility of a mistake. Next, democracy enhances the dignity of citizen. Enhancing means increases the respect of the citizen, because according to the democratic system, every person they have equal rights. In democracy, the poorest and the least educated have the same status as the rich and the educated, because democracy is based on principle of political equality. Means any person any person they want to contest election, any person they have equal political equality. Okay, so there is a no discrimination on the basis of their gender, their caste and their status. So by this method they enhances the dignity of the citizens. Next point is, it is better than other forms of government because it allow us to correct its mistake, because in democracy there is a space for public discussion on government mistake and there is a room for corrections. Either the rulers have to change their decision or the rulers can be changed. Means in a democracy system, the democratic system, people elect their representative, and in a democracy system there is a no guarantee that mistake cannot be made in democracy. Okay, but in democracy system there is a space for public discussion on this mistake. So people elected their representative, and elected representative they work according to the wishes of the people. If they do not work according to the wishes of the people, so many people they come together and they can start protesting against a ruling party. So because in India we have a independent judiciary and we have a free media, so we can change the government decision. Either the rulers have to change their decision, otherwise the rulers can be changed in next election. So by these points we can say that it is better than other form of government because it corrects its own mistake. And democracy provides a method to deal with differences and conflicts, because people of our country belong to different regions, speak different language and practice different religion, so they look at the world very differentially and different preference. Democracy provide peaceful solution to the problem, and democracy keeps our country together and united. India is a democracy country and secular country, and in democratic country different people they lived in our country, different they speak different language and they practice different religion, and they look the country in different way and different preference. They want to preference their own opinion or preference their own language. So but in a democracy country, democracy system, every person they have equal rights and they provide peaceful solution of all problems. And democracy always focus on the united, and they focus on all person they live together in a country. So democracy keeps our country together and united. So these are merits of democracy. And democracy they focused on all person they live together, and they live together and they formed a united, and they respect their fundamental and they follow some rule and regulation of the country. So by this we can say that democracy it is a more accountable form of government. Second, it enhances the dignity of the citizen, and it is better than of the government because it allow us to correct its own mistake. And democracy provides a method to deal with differences and conflicts. So these are the merits of democracy system. Next topic is broader meaning of democracy. And representative democracy, it is also called indirect democracy. And in the most common form of democracy is a representative democracy. And because because in our country, due to huge population, it's impossible to all people sit together and take a collective decision. So in India, indirect democracy exists. And indirect democracy means the majority of people rule through their elected representative. People elect their representative, and elected representative, they form some rule and regulation and they run the country. Because modern democracy involves such large number of people that is physically impossible for them to sit together and take a collective decision. Because in a modern democracy, due to large number of people, and it is impossible to all people sit together and take a collective decision. So in India, we we should prefer representative democracy. And second, even could the citizen does if they do not have the time, the desire or the skill to take part in the decision. Because in our country, every citizen, they do not take part participation in the political activity, because they have no time, they have no desire, they have no any type of skill to take participate in the political activity. So they they elect their representative, and elected representative, they run the country. So by this method we can say that this is the broader meaning of democracy, and it is also called representative democracy. So next topic is democratic decision making. In a democratic system, a democratic decision involves consultation with and consult for all those people who are affected by that decision. Means in a democracy system, every decision taken by citizen, and decision are based on consultation and discussion, because many people involving in decision making. And those people who are affected by any decision, they are also involved in decision making. And next, in a democratic country, powerful and non-powerful people, means rich people and poor people, they have same status, and people should have the same role in decision making. And there are no discrimination on the basis of their status. And next is, every citizen must be able to play an equal role in decision making. Means every citizen, they have to participate in decision making. They take participate in political activities also. And every citizen, those person, they lived in our country, and they have some power to take a decision. And every democracy has to try realize the ideals of democracy. Means in a democracy system, there are freedom, equality, free and fair electoral competition, and one person, one vote, and one value. And every democracy, they must follow some rule and regulation of the democracy system. But all these system are based on or depend on active political participation by all the citizens. Means a democracy become good democracy when more people, they active political participation in the decision making. So by this example we can say that a democracy means decision making, and all person are equal, and they take participate in decision making of the government. So student, today your homework solutions and question number first. What was PRI? Why were every elections won by PRI in Mexico? Answer. It was a political party of Mexico called as Institutional Revolutionary Party, and PRI managed to win election in Mexico every 6 years because they used many dirty tricks and unfair means to win elections. And after that, they spent a large sum of money in the campaign for its candidate and forced people to vote them. And after that, teachers of government schools used to force parents to vote for the PRI. Next question, question number second. Elections in China do not represent people verdict. Analyze the statement and answer. First point is, in China, elections are regularly held after 5 years. Point second, the National People Congress means the Parliament of China. The National People Congress has the power to appoint the president of the country. And point three, it has nearly 3,000 members elected from all over China, and some members are elected by the. Next point is, before contesting elections, a candidate needs the approval of the Chinese Communist Party. And after that, only those who are the members of the Chinese Communist Party or eight smaller parties allied to it were allowed to contest election in China. And after that, the government is always formed by the Communist Party. Next question. Give example of the countries which do not provide equal rights to vote. And answer. There are many examples which denies the equal right to vote. For example, first, in Saudi Arabia, women do not have the right to vote. Second, Estonia has made its citizenship rules in such a way that people belonging to Russian minority find it difficult to get the right to vote. Point 3. In Fiji, an indigenous Fiji has more value than Indian Fiji. And next question, question number 4. Who is the president of Zimbabwe and how he changed the constitution of Zimbabwe? Answer. Robert Mugabe is the president of Zimbabwe and he has changed the constitution several times to increase the power of the president and make him less accountable. And after that, he public protest and demonstration against the government and declared illegal, and there is a law that limits the right of criticize the president. And after that, the government has ignored some court judgment that went against it and has pressurized judges. Next question. Name a country which has multi-party election. And answer is India. So student, today your homework. Firstly, you have to revise complete chapter and after that you have to find out questions. Question number first. What is Janu PF? Who is its head? Question number second. Write any five argument against democracy. Question number third. Why is democracy considered the best form of government? Question number fourth. How democracy allows us to correct its own mistake. And question number fifth, during which period did China records its worst famine in world history? And student, all answers should be in points and all question you have to done in your fair notebook and revise complete chapter. Thank you.